Resse, my boy. How are you?
I'm great, man. I'm great.
Thanks for coming on, man. I know we've been trying to figure it out for a minute.
Yeah.
So I see, I'm just going to call them fire. Even though I don't wear Nike or Jordan, everything on the table is fire, especially the AEs is my
newest
thing.
ones,
But,
yep.
How'd you get into shoes? Like, so I ask everybody, I say, did you just buy a few pair of shoes and then look up and say, dang, I got a collection? Or did you intentionally start collecting?
I don't even remember. I just remember. I feel like everybody's caught up in the hype of Yeezys 2015, 2016. Yeah, I was in high school, so I think I had one pair. I remember paying $500 for some Yeezys.
Yep.
I was one of those kids.
When you bought for $500, was this before or after he got to Adidas? The first pair you bought, were they Nikes or were they?
No, they were the bread 350s.
Oh, okay, yep.
So that was maybe that was 2018 or something. No, that would have been 2016 maybe. I don't know. But then I was well, I need a job. I was in college and I was well, I might go work at Foot Locker, get a discount. I guess I didn't even care about the money because I didn't need a ton of money. I just needed a discount. Yeah, I just needed something. And I was kind of bored, so I was I need to fill my time. So that the discount helps. I mean, I was buying too many shoes.
Yeah.
Shoes I didn't even like.
That's why I met you. We worked at Foot Locker together and
for a year or two.
I promise we were every time we got paid, everybody's in the back what's coming out next? Okay, I'm about to use my discount on this. And then, working at Foot Locker, for people who don't know, you get a 50% 3 times a year.
Forgot about that.
And so you might walk out of there with 12 pair of shoes and really only spend $400.
Yeah, and that's when I was buying shoes that I didn't even really want.
Yep.
I was well, I might as well 50% off. But and the Ultra Boost craze, I was
oh my god,
I had 12 pairs of Ultra Boost. I think I have 1 pair now. It's I ran through them all, but they don't even make them anymore.
They're ultra comfortable. And when they do make them, I do grab a pair.
Yes.
And I probably had 3 of the Oreo colorway.
Oh,
the white and black pair. I've definitely had about 3 of those.
This is actually crazy. So the 2.0 Ultra Boost, all white, triple white is my favorite Ultra Boost of all time. I have 4 pairs, but I keep them once they start to wear out, I'll put them back in the box like they came, and they're stored in my closet at my parents' house.
Oh, okay.
So I have 3 pairs that are dusty and crusty.
You treat them like people treat horses.
Yeah, but I'm I can't get rid of them because of sentimental value, but they just sit there. And I'm maybe, I don't know, one day I'll want I don't know. So yeah, they just sit there.
You bold. I can't do an all white shoe. This is close as I can get. Black, it had to be white and red, white and blue, something. Because an all white shoe, I just feel as soon as I walk through the door, it's dirty instantly.
I love an all white shoe. It's just it goes with everything.
Yeah, it's clean.
Goes with everything. And they do get dirty, but once you get over that, they'll be clean for a month or whatever, and then you get over that hump where you don't care anymore, and then you just trash them. I'm it's just how it goes every time.
Yeah.
But any of my nice shoes, they're not white. All my beaters are the ones that are all white.
Oh.
Because it's every day, always gonna match.
Throw them on to just go somewhere.
Yep, these, and it's raining out. I just put these on. I'm trying to think of what else I wear that's all white. New Balance, 550s, they're all white. Reebok Club C's all white. Just cheap shoes, $70 shoes. I don't know.
So, besides working at Foot Locker, how'd you grow your collection? Were you stock X, Go, trades?
No. I've never. Okay, maybe I bought a few off StockX, but I mostly just sell on StockX.
What size do you wear?
10.5.
So is it a little easier for you to get your? Because for me, 11.5 flies.
That's brutal.
Yeah, I can't get an 11.5 in the store to save my life. So
they don't even make that. That's
yeah, I wear 11.5.
12 or 11.
Yeah, so usually it's just.
Yeah, I'm they make 10.5 is probably the most common size, but there's also a ton of people want the 10.5. So, but these are a 10, these are a 10.5, and those are an 11.
The Kobe's are 11.
Yeah, which I have to double sock to wear them. So, I thought I was an 11 for a while. That was not true. And then those I actually have to wear thinner socks because they're I wear these. So, But no, I think it was like the discounts. Like there was just a point where like my collection kind of went like that.
Yep.
And that was probably like at Foot Locker because I got like every pair of ones that came out, and they were $112 because we got them on discount. And now I have the only pair that I have from that period is my Rookie of the Years, and then those. But these came out like 2 years ago or something.
Yep.
A year ago. Otherwise, like the Shadows, the Royals, the Pine Greens, like all of those, I had them at one point, and then I just sold them all because like I don't need all these. Also, ones are not comfortable, so like I can't even wear them that much. So if I have like more than one or two pairs of these, it's like why? Because I don't have enough days to wear them. So
what's your favorite Jordan then?
those for sure, but like
model wise, like what's your favorite model? Because you said the ones are just not comfortable.
The ones are the best model, but these are like literally the best Jordans I've ever put on my feet. Like these are
that is a great shoe.
Yeah, and I paid resale for these. I'm not gonna lie, but it was an investment. But these are so nice that like they don't even crease. Like I wear these all the time, and the leather is so nice that they don't even crease.
I'm not gonna lie. If you wouldn't have shown me the bottoms, I wouldn't know you wore them.
Oh yeah, like actually like a lot. I wore them a lot this summer.
You know that's a great shoe.
So far this summer. Yeah, I got those like right before they spiked. Yep. I was like, you know what, I'm just gonna do it. It hurt at the time, but I don't regret it. But I actually got these off sneakers, so I didn't have to pay resale for the ones. Yeah, that was I've only won 2 shoes on sneakers.
Everybody I know has a hard time winning.
Oh my god, I stopped trying for a while, but the Space Jam 11s in like 2017.
Yep.
And then I went like 5 years, and then I won those. So I mean, I'll take it, but yeah. So I don't even really try anymore. But yeah, at least I got those. So I don't know. My collection, I would say the discount in Foot Locker, like getting like raffles. I don't know. I would camp out back in the day before raffles.
Wow.
Go to MOA like 5 a.m.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
How was that?
That was good.
Because I know some people are just like totally against the camp out.
Nah, I love that.
Of course, you know I don't wear nothing other than Adidas, so I'm not camping out for nothing. But how was like I've never experienced the camp out. I know friends who have had problems with the camp out, especially at Maplewood.
I think
that's where they had most of their problems. But at MOA at 5 a.m, insane.
Yeah, like it's I've done things that I would never do now. I used to do so like getting up at 5 a.m. for shoes. But I remember like it wasn't even Jordans; they were like Ultra Boosts. Like people were camping out for those triple black Ultra Boosts.
No,
like, back in the day.
That and the Roshis.
Yeah.
Had people like losing their
Roshe,
mind.
Bro, the Roshe walked so the Ultra Boost could run. It was like the fucking
literally. Because
it's just a comfortable shoe like every day, and they're just like mesh, like made of nothing.
Like I tell people all the time that like the Adidas Superstar is Adidas version of the Nike Forces.
Yep.
The Roshe in the Ultra Boost are the same shoe. The technology is just different.
True. I mean, of course, like
so. Literally every time, like everybody knows it's competition. So if Nike drops something, Adidas is like, this is our counter. If Adidas drops something, this is our counter. So,
yeah. I'm just trying to see like, I mean, these days, like I don't know what the counter like. I don't know. I feel like it's different these days. It just feels so different. Like Adidas
the
versus
shoe game
Nike
is different.
Yeah, like
total.
Now, like with Adidas, like all their Samba collabs, like Wills Bonner and all those, like those are so hot right now, and I just don't like. What does Nike have? Like the Travis Scott collabs or something? I know they like. I feel like that's kind of like they do a lot, but I don't know. It's just different, and even like sometimes when I wear like these, I almost feel like this is crazy, but like I feel like I'm almost doing too much. Like if I put these on, it's all about kind of like minimalism. It feels like now, and I like that's why like a lot of these just sit in the boxes, and I end up just wearing these every day, and it just I'm like okay, you know. But no, camping out. So the triple black Ultra Boost, I was like the last one I remember camping out for, and I went with my brother and got there super early, and you got in, you could get a pair, and then you could get back in line. So I got 3 pairs, sold 2 of them, and then kept one, and I think I sold them for $300, like 300 or 400, like.
Wow. That's how much they were going for. They were going for like
double my money.
Crazy.
Yeah.
And then like we had
I don't even have them anymore.
We had people coming in there asking if we still had them. I'm like, bro, you know they're not here no more. They were gone the day they dropped.
Yes. and that is like.
And at that time, we were only getting like 12 to 15 pair, one in each size, and then maybe 2 in the 12, 2 in the 10, something like that. But MOA was going through theirs; they was getting like 25 pair, and they were going the same day.
Like there was a line of probably 15, 20 people, and we bought them all. We bought them all before the store like opened. Otherwise, I remember I drove to the East Bay headquarters in Wausau.
I love going there.
R.I.P. East Bay. Right? They don't exist anymore, right?
Nope.
Yeah, I drove there.
I get on the website probably like 2 weeks before the site shuts down, and it's a big sign saying closing sale. Everything on sale. We're done.
Like, oh, sad, but they got bought by someone or something. Well, not Foot Locker owners. They're probably like, we don't need East Bay anymore, whatever. But I drove out there and I camped out for the Cream 350s, the Yeezys. And I got a size like 8. Like I went all this way. I drove like 2 or 3 hours to Wausau, and then I got a size 8, brought it home. I sold it, and then I don't even know. I might have bought my own size after that, but like why? I would never do that today ever. So it was just.
Is that the craziest thing you did for shoes? Like I can't say the craziest. I've spent money to get shoes early from China.
Oh yeah, I haven't done anything like that.
So like, that's kind of crazy to me.
Yeah, I mean, I think anything like where I would spend my time and money to try and get a pair of shoes like that, I would never do that today. Like usually if I don't win a pair of shoes, I'm like, all right, on to the next one.
Yeah, it is what it is.
But back in the day, it was like, I'll do like whatever. And I don't know. It was just like the hype was different then. Like now it's not about hype. I feel like it's more just about like curating your collection. And back in the day though, it was just like, let me just get the newest Yeezy. But yeah, no, I would never do that.
I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm kind of glad he's not with Adidas anymore. And I know that sounds kind of weird to say, especially being an Adidas guy. But like for the longest, and people who know me, you know me forever. If I have a pair of Adidas on, I actually want them. Like I actually got them. But a lot of people started wearing Adidas because of Kanye.
Yeah.
So now I go places besides like the AEs or the like basketball. Bro. Anything outside of basketball now, people are starting to wear what they want again now.
Yes.
So I don't usually like when I put on some Yeezys or something. I go somewhere. I don't have to worry about walking in there and they got the same shoe as me.
Well said. So true. I feel like that maybe is like the best part of it. Like also like these are more beautiful than any Yeezy that's come out. Like I mean, like this is just like one of the best shoes Adidas has ever put out. And
I love that.
I feel like it's gonna last. Like that's gonna be that way for years. Like we'll look back, and I should probably get some more pairs because I don't know what the next one's going to look like, but it sounds like they're going to be releasing these until like next year.
Yeah.
So,
because I'm guessing I seen something that a pair drops in November. I mean, not November. November and January.
January. There's like a snake
low, like
one.
a silver one.
We saw the same. Yes.
Fire.
So I was like, okay, cool. So they're probably going to go like to the lows for like 6 or 7 months during the season, and then they'll just milk it.
I feel like right after the All-Star break is probably when because that's when they dropped last year. It was around the All-Star break. And as popular as he is and his shoe is, I'm sure he'll be an All-Star again. So I'm sure that's probably when the two will drop. Like we'll start seeing pictures October.
He'll start like teasing them. Yep. They probably won't come out. It'll be genius by them. And then they'll sell like crazy. But I just hope they don't do too much. Like
I hope they don't change
like,
too much either.
Yeah. Like
it's gonna be really hard to follow up this one.
Yeah, I don't know. I think about like I think of some other things like the Lamellos, like
his shoes he's on his 3rd or 4th shoe and it's the same freaking shoe.
So it's like you can't do that though, because then that's like like if they made the second like AE2s like look the same, it's like okay, but like Lamellos, all 4 of them look
the lows look like the low ones, the high 3s look like the low 2. I hate.
It's like they get more and more cartoony. That's literally what they're like more and more like.
Literally, what it looks like to me. And this is no hate. They just look like they came with a different color of the same shoe.
Yes.
And it gets brighter and brighter.
Like more Rick and Morty every time.
Every time. And it was cool when he came out with the theme Rick and Morty. But
those are cool.
Now they're just it looked like just a regular Rick and Morty shoe. It's not even a theme anymore.
Yeah. I think I was thinking the other day like the marketing scheme for these like is amazing. You know,
Love it. For the commercials and everything.
They're incredible. But like I was thinking like why didn't Puma do that with LaMelo? Like it can't be money. Like the kids love him.
Yes.
And I was thinking that like why wouldn't they take advantage of that? Because it can't be money. Puma can't be like, oh, we can't afford to market, like our biggest number
literally
one
the biggest
star.
person they've had in ever.
So why, like, they just completely dropped the ball. I feel like they could have done the same thing. Like, LaMelo is interesting. He's got a backstory. But I don't even care about his shoes. Like, there's no story. So,
and again, I've never put them on. I'm just not a knock to them. But everybody who I know says they hate them because of the ankle support.
Yeah, I had a pair. I had a pair of the ones. They're fine. I just couldn't wear them because the traction was so bad. They were so comfortable, but like playing at like LA or like a gym where they don't clean it.
Yep. Because I'm like, when is his contract up? Because I know, like, everybody always wants to make jokes about how he's never healthy, but there's no way you're telling me a 22-year-old doesn't want to hoop.
Yeah.
Like, I can see if he was 34, he's like, y'all gonna keep paying me, I'm gonna keep sitting on this bench. But at 22, 23, I want to hoop.
Yeah, I kind of feel bad for him. But his injuries were weird. Like, did he like? I swear he like tripped on some fan or something with it. He like tweaked his ankle. He did something weird, and like, there's like nothing you can do about that. But yeah. I don't know. It sounds like he might go back to wearing ankle braces and stuff.
He needs to.
Yeah, especially with the shoes he's wearing.
Yeah.
So
I think he's gonna be like Steph. Remember at the beginning of Steph's career, he couldn't wear nothing. And then out of nowhere, he went to Under Armour, and I ain't gonna say he's been perfect because he's had injuries, but a lot of his injuries, like his hand and stuff, ain't got nothing to do with his shoe.
Yeah. Because he exactly, and you can't do anything about.
And I'm not
that.
even saying it's his shoe, but like even people I know, like Darnell and them, Chino, like they say the same thing. Like they land and they feel like their ankle's about to roll, so they over contemplate for that.
Because of traction. I'm telling you, because like the ankle, like the reason these are so great, these don't have like that good ankle support, like just based off this, because this is like this can flip over, but the lockdown is insane and the traction's really good. So like I'm not going to be slipping over my ankle. And that, like, I remember like at Foot Locker, people would come in and they'd be like, I want a high top shoe because I want ankle support. I'm like, no. You just want a shoe that like locks your foot in place. It has good traction.
Yep.
And they're like, like, it's like, that is a myth.
For me, I've been hooping, I don't know how long, but I love mids and lows. And I don't really roll my ankle.
No.
And I don't wear ankle braces. But I know people who, I need a high top. And I'll be like, the high top is not why you're not rolling your ankle. It's because of the other stuff in the shoe.
Yes.
It's not strictly because of the high top.
Or they got like the wrong size or something like that. Like you're wearing too big of a shoe. Like that's like, I'm playing with fire with these because they're too big, but I still haven't rolled my ankle in them because, double socking. But like, the ankle support, it doesn't come from, like, unless the whole, I don't know. The whole shoe would have
like a wrestling shoe.
Yeah, like the Kobe's, but like even though maybe those have okay ankle support, but if you think about it, if you're going down the court and you stop and you're gonna roll your ankle, no shoe is gonna no shoe is gonna protect you. If you're rolling your ankle, you're rolling your ankle. So I don't know. I think sometimes it doesn't help if a shoe has like, of course, like bad traction. Like
sometimes it doesn't help when they have too much traction either.
Yeah, because then you get stuck.
Yep.
Yeah.
Because I remember Alonzo, he got a rebound or an inbound, and he was dribbling the ball up, and like he just took a dribble and he stumped and he's falling. I'm like, he got too much traction on those.
That's why these are perfect. I'm telling you.
Yeah, I love.
Have you played them yet?
Yes.
Okay, couldn't remember. They're the best.
Just once, but I got 2 other pair that I'm waiting for a men's league to play in, so I'm gonna play in those then. But he got like 2 other color. Like I'm one of those people. If I love the shoe and I know I'm not gonna be done hooping no time soon, I quadruple. I got like 4 pair of the Dame 4s. I got like 5 pair of the D Rose 7s. Like if I love that shoe, I go get a few. So like I got
smart
3 of the AEs. And that silver pair that come out next year, I might grab those too because them is just.
Oh, I'm getting one of the lows.
Yeah,
for sure.
Oh, for sure.
Like
at first, I wanted the slime ones that he wore against Denver, but I kind of just they're a little too. Like I like bright shoes, but they're like way too flashy for me.
This is like it's kind of funny. Like this is probably the flashiest pair of basketball shoes. Well, I guess these, but yeah. I don't know. I think it was funny. Like when I was in high school and stuff. Like we had team shoes, so I couldn't wear. Like, it's so different now. Everybody's, like, wearing the Grinches and shit. Like, we did not have that. We were in our Hyper Dunks. Everyone is in the same blue Hyper Dunks. I'm
starting to believe some of them is fake.
Yeah, because there's no way these kids are having, like, $700 shoes on their feet when they're growing. Or their family's just, like, they got money.
They could, but my thing is, like, Nike didn't make that many.
No.
And you're not going to tell me in Minnesota got all of them.
There's a guy. No, it doesn't make any sense. I'm like, whole teams have them. There's a guy that he was just in the gym when we were there last time, and he had like the reverse Grinch, the red ones. And I'm like, first of all, like, you're not even a hooper. Like, where did you get those? Like, how much did you pay for those?
If we're talking about the same person, me and Akeem was looking in there.
Is like shorter?
I think they're fake.
Is he short?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But we believe they're fake. The reason I say that is because me, him, and Vine were looking at them, and like it's red,
yeah, I know.
and then it like fades to orange, pinkish or something. Like he tried to like say it was a green Grinch, and say he like painted them red.
You know what's crazy?
And that's the part that I was like, there might be a real shoe, but the colorway is not real.
Oh, okay. Well, the funny thing is, like Nike, their quality control, like honestly, these days is not great. So they could just be real and look like shit. Just like
but
totally
like, compared to everybody else's I've seen, they're like red. Like you could tell that they're the reverse Grinches. These ones look like they were the green Grinches.
Oh, and he
painted red over them because halfway through it, it looked like they faded to pink, and then like he ran out of ink, and then he was like, "Nah, I gotta finish." So it looked kind of bad.
That's way too much. I hope he didn't do that. Like
too much work.
And he destroyed a good. And
you look perfectly fine wearing the regular Grinches.
Yeah, like I actually, the red ones, I do like the red.
Yeah, red's my favorite color, so I will go with the red.
Yeah. Well, these are like, I got people be like, "Oh, you got the pink AEs." I'm like, they're red, okay.
That's what they call them on the site.
But they're like clay or whatever.
Yeah, they call it clay red or something like
that. But
it remind me of a tennis court that they used to play on, not Wimbledon, but that's what like
clay?
screening them.
Yeah. No, they're cool. I think the only other colorway that I'd want, the OGs. What are those called?
The blue one?
No, the peach, like they had two different names. There was like the love or like
peach love or love peach,
whatever.
Like yeah,
the first ones, and then I guess like the Stormtrooper, like white and black ones. But honestly, I thought this was like too cool of a shoe to get it in white and black. I was like, they're so cool. Like I might as well go with like an actually cool colorway.
That blue one, I like all his shoes. All his
the Velocity blue.
But that blue one made me mad because I walked into a gym and 5 people had them on, and I hate wearing the same shoes as other people.
Was it the blue with just the top, or like the Velocity blue, or like the whole thing?
No, the first one. It was dark blue and then just the
black.
Yeah. I was like, nah, bro. You walk into a gym and 6 people got the same shoe on. There's no way.
I played.
And that's really, like I carry 2 shoes with me.
And you're like, yeah,
that's how the 2 shoes started happening. Like in high school, I would go to play Central, and somebody would have whatever on, and I'm like, it's not. I hate it with a passion. So like from then on out, for like 12 years now, I carry 2 pair of shoes with me. And if I don't change, it's either because I'm having a great day, the shot feels good, I feel good, or because nobody walked in here and put the same shoes on. But yeah, I'm definitely walking around with 2 pairs because of that.
Yeah, because honestly, if you're wearing the same shoes as someone else, and either they're like way better than you, then it makes then I'm like, I'm taking these off, or they're way worse, and then it's like the same thing. I'm like, damn, I got the same shoes on as that guy. Like he's ass. And I'm like, all right, yeah, good time to go switch. Yeah. That's why like the Kyries that I had. You know what? I found an old pair of Kyries in my closet at my parents' house, and because they were from like years ago, and I should have brought them. They were super weird. I've never seen anyone else wear them. But that was like back when instead of bringing 2 shoes, I would just try and find shoes that I was like, no one's gonna have.
Yep, that's how I used to be too. I would find a color.
No way.
No one would have.
Maybe it was like an outlet or something. Yep. I'm like, nah, like no one can't. So now I'm like, yeah, people. I walk in the gym like half the gym has
AEs. Everybody,
but I'm not even mad.
Going crazy.
Not even mad. Better
Speaking
than LaMelo's.
For sure.
That's what it used to be.
For sure. Mm-hmm. But speaking of AE, you're a Anthony Edwards fan.
I am.
And you have a company called Fieldwork. Fieldwork.
Yep.
And you made a shirt. And
yes. It did go viral.
It went crazy.
So what I did is I was like, I made some like bootleg, okay. So basically, the Wolves were making playoff shirts, and I was like, these are bad. I was like, you guys can do better. So I'm gonna make my friends like a batch like 12 of my like custom bootleg Timberwolves playoff shirts, and I posted it to my personal page, and I was like, okay, like I need at least 12 people to want this in order for me to make it. Ended up like 24 people bought it, and I was like, okay, like yeah, and they turned out really well. And I already had a screen printer because I already run a brand. And then I was like, how quickly could we scale this? So I like made a new Instagram account for it. I made an LLC just to make these bootleg shirts because like in case there was any legal issues, I could just be like, that's a separate business versus my actual clothing brand. And then for like a week or two straight, I would just make a T-shirt a day, and if it went viral, I would sell it. If it didn't go viral, I would just move on to the next one. And then I remember I can't even remember what game that was after, but when Ant did the whole bring your ass thing after I was watching it live.
Oh, was it after they beat Denver and Charles said,
oh, yeah, after Game 7.
I've never been to Minnesota.
Yes. And I was like, immediately, I was like, oh, my God, this needs to be a
T-shirt.
Yes.
He just gave me a shirt.
And I was like, oh, thank God, Ant, like, still giving me, like, content to work with.
Yep.
So I, like, stayed up to, like, 2 a.m., posted the shirt on TikTok and Instagram, and then I woke up, and I just had a feeling that I was probably going to do something. And, it had, like, I think it had like 50,000 views like overnight. Now it has like 100,000 on TikTok, which is cool. First one to go like truly viral. And then on Instagram, I think it did like 50K. But I was able to ship out like a lot of shirts almost exclusively to people in Minnesota. So that was cool. And then I started doing it for other teams. Like I did it for the Celtics. I did like a Derek White shirt. And that was funny though. I hate Boston. I hate the Mavs too, but like it's fun to just make goofy shirts.
Bro.
So
I don't care. I'm a Tatum fan and I like Jaylen Brown. I like both of them.
Yeah. I mean,
but like I didn't care about neither one of them winning. My favorite player is Dame. My second favorite player now is Ant. So of course I was rooting for Minnesota to win. Dame and them was hurt, so I knew they wasn't gonna win. But I can't stand Luka.
I can't stand him.
Bro, I know Luka is going to the Hall. He's going to be a great player. He's going to be great for a long time. Bro. Yada. But like when it's like this for a lot of players. When things are going good, he's going to talk. But when it's going bad, you could tell it looks bad. Like when they go with the bad for Ant, you can't really tell because Ant still plays both sides of the ball. He's still trying to shoot, whatever, keep his team in it. When it's going bad for Luka, I hope I can find the clip and I'm going to put it in here. He shot the ball, landed on one foot. Al Horford ran past him after the ball didn't hit the rim. He gets grazed like this. He flops. I said, this is why you hurt. Because you just, like, you're doing more than Joel Embiid. And I think Joel Embiid's out of shape. One of the biggest flops in the league. Yeah. But then the next play, like Tatum or Derek White, somebody scores. They inbound the ball to Luka. He waves everybody ahead. He faked the ball, step back, forced up a jumper. Tatum fake close. He didn't even close out. Right? He closed out like this. And Luka said,
yeah. No, he's
and then
bad.
He looked at the ref. And I'm like, bro, if you were my teammate, I would have got traded. Because he's the superstar of the team. And you know if he goes to the management like, man, we need to get Jlew out of here. They're going to be like, all right, we're going to trade him. Because, dude, you can't keep doing this. But then, like, when they was winning, when they beat the Celtics in that game, he talking,
I know. The talking is crazy,
and I'm like, bro, you just was crying the other day. Then when he fouled out, oh, my.
Oh, yeah, on a stupid foul, too. Like, and, what do you know, he complains, but I don't know if you remember this, but he yelled at his own bench and was like, you better fucking challenge that. As if it was their fault that he got a foul. It's like, bro, you knew you had 5 fouls and you took a stupid charge.
And my thing is, like, I'm one of them people who are like, if it's, let's say, Ja, who we know ain't got a jump shot, he's going to the rim. If you get your fouls because you're trying to, like, your team is down 10 and you're trying to go dunk on Jason Tatum to get your team back into it,
it's different.
Cool. Yeah. But, Luka, you ain't played defense all season. So now you want to take a charge? Exactly. You just not drawing a charge.
On who? What? Yeah. What? Like
at
in
the
transition
line though.
Yeah.
It wasn't like you was in the paint. You sliding at the 3-point line.
Yeah.
Like, bro, you're just lazy on defense.
He's just slow.
He's like him and James Harden. James Harden in his prime when he was giving people 40 is the same thing Luka doing. Like, I'm gonna give y'all 40, and then I have so much offensive responsibility.
Yeah.
Bro, you still got to guard somebody. I'm not saying go guard Tatum and Brown.
I'm pretty sure that they would take 10% less offensive and put it on the defensive end.
Especially if you have Kyrie, bro.
Like, give up a little bit. Well, he's now in the spot where he's forced, like, he hasn't had a ton of adversity. He's basically, he's just coasted to where he is now because he's so damn good.
Yep.
And now it's like, you might have to play defense. You might have to get in better shape. you have to shut up.
I think he's going to have the same type of career James Harden did.
Which is...
We're going to score a lot of points. We're going to have all the triple-doubles. We're going to have a lot of assists.
But for what?
Whatever. But I'm never going to play defense because I'm just going to keep my team in the game by scoring 45 and
he does that, but he also keeps them out of the game.
Because he's giving up 30.
Yes, and he's talking to the refs. He's hurting the rest of the team. And he complains even when he gets the calls. He did that versus the Wolves. Like, oh, my God.
Yeah.
There was a point.
I think Luka is easily... I'm just going to say top 7 because top 5 is too controversial. Yeah. Top 7
he's top
for
5
sure.
For me.
We know for a fact he's top 7, but it's just like if you're going to be top 7, bro, like you can't complain when you get the call. Like, okay,
he gets the call and complains.
You do a crossover, you get bumped, you keep playing, drive, get slapped in your head, your arm, they call the foul, and then you still look at the ref like this.
Yeah.
Bro, what are you crying for now? I just called it for you. And that's my biggest thing for Luka.
Quicker. No, it's like, because like Ant does that too where he'll complain, but it's so different because like you said, Ant plays 100% all the time. Yep. So like,
when Russ was in his prime, he cried a lot. But like, I've seen Ant cry while guarding their best player. Like, he get fouled, he's backing up on defense. He's like, call that.
Yeah.
Luka was sitting on the other side of the court,
costing them points,
bent over with his hands, and they playing 4-on-5, and then they give up a 3, and everybody looking for the like
why are we Luka playing down?
And ain't nobody gonna say nothing to Luka because, like I said, if he go to management and say, hey, we want Jlew gone, I'll be out of there.
Yeah, he. I wonder what's gonna happen like next year, the year. I mean, because like Kyrie's gonna get old in the next couple of years, but like, what's next? Like, do they? I don't know. Are they even like next year? Am I scared of the Mavericks?
No.
Yes, but no. Like, no. Luka, I'm scared of, but the Mavericks, no.
The only reason I say I'm not is because Kyrie is 30.
That's what I'm saying. So it's like
32, something like that. So like, okay, I'm a Ant fan, so I want them to come out the West. I'm a Dame fan. I want them to come out to the East.
That'd be a sweet final.
So as an Anthony Edwards fan, am I scared of Mavericks? Yeah. No, because Ant is only 22.
True.
And doing that at 22, what he just did, I can only imagine what he's going to do when he's like 27.
I was saying that to like
28.
One of my friends. I was like, can you imagine? Like, think in your brain, Anthony Edwards, 27 years old. How scary that is. Like, if he doesn't get injured, God forbid.
Yep.
He will be incredible. Like, he'll get literally just better. How does he get better? He's literally top 5 player in the NBA.
I think he has to get more efficient. And
maybe
then
like smarter.
Me and Jawan say the same thing. Like, he just has to learn how to move without the ball. Because even like when he's mic'd up, you can hear Mike Conley say, "Hey man, standing on the wing, let's get some movement." And then when he gets the movement, you know Ant's going to see everybody's best wing defender every night. Yep. Towns is probably going to see everybody's best post player. So it's like, bro, you can just figure out how to move without the ball. Your shots are going to be open. And I think his shot selection has to be better.
Yeah, I think he's got a lot of confidence, so he thinks he can make everything.
Oh, for sure.
So that's
I love. Like I look, I wouldn't tell him to change nothing because me, you know me, if I get hot at LA, the next 4 shots is going up.
You're shooting that shit. Yeah.
And like, if you're Jaden McDaniels and you've seen him in the gym for 3 hours working on a transition 3 with a hand in his face, and he just did it to KD last series and told KD he can't guard him. If we got Michael Porter Jr. in front of me, hey bro, keep going. And
he was actually one of the best transition pull-up jump shooters of the whole playoffs. Mm. So I can't even get mad at him when like it's a fast break and he like pulls up for a fast break 3. I'm like, fuck it, like just let him do it.
I do like when he plays downhill, not only because I know he'll put somebody in the rim, but it's just driving kick to Daniel. Like Daniels ain't trying to shoot a 3 on nobody's face. And that's another thing people need to be worried about. Him and Naz Reid are only 24, 23.
Okay.
Like,
true.
They're going to be good for a long time.
There's one guy, out of the names we just mentioned, there's one guy I think sets, like, if he improves, like, just a little bit, Wolves are going to the finals, no question. Who do you think it is? Like, out of the names we just mentioned, a little X factor.
Jaden?
Yes. Because, like, even if he adds, like, 5 points per game, which, like, is a lot to average 5 more points, but, like...
It's really not, because you got to think, he only take about, what, 10 shots a game, maybe?
True, I guess he just has to take more
All he has
shots.
to do is get to the free throw line 2 more times.
Yeah, which he, like, never does.
Ever.
So, like, he just forgets
but I
that
also
he's
think, like,
7 feet tall.
For Jaden, like, as much as it's easy to say Jaden go to the hole,
Yeah.
but it's also hard to say that because you have Towns and Gobert down there. Nas going to be in the game sometime. And then you know when the ball gets swung to Ant, yeah, he can shoot, but you know there's a chance. Like him and Ja, bro, if I was a center and I seen them coming at me, bro, this is 2 points for y'all because y'all not going to keep dunking on me.
Yeah.
My pride ain't going to, like, I'm going to jump. I might jump again.
You're like, hack this shit
but
out
like 3-4 times, bro, I'm not going to keep jumping, especially in one game. Because Ja don't care about the layup. He's trying to dunk everything.
No.
Because best dunk I've seen since Brandon Knight got dunked on by
DeAndre Jordan.
DeAndre Jordan was the Anthony Edwards one on Old Boy from the Jazz.
Yeah, John Collins.
Oh my God.
Yeah, he was one of those. That literally made me buy those.
Bro, if I was John Collins, I would have faked the injury too. They said he got a concussion.
Have we heard from him since? Like, he literally never saw another highlight.
I don't follow him on social media, but I'll tell you one thing. I bet you he ain't post.
Nope. Like, I'm not surprised he got concussed. Like, he ran out of the gym.
I watched the video. I said, where did he get hit in the head at? When did he get concussed? But I'm telling you, I would have faked the injury too. That was embarrassing.
Like, it's... Oh, God. It isn't... part of me is like, it's not embarrassing to get dunked on the NBA because, like, everybody's so athletic. But that shit was different.
Nah,
that shit was different.
I get what you're trying to say.
But you know,
the way people get dunked on, it looks bad.
Oh, it was just... Like, well, I bought the poster of it. I literally bought the poster.
Ant dunks on Damian Lillard, doesn't look as bad. If he dunks on Darren White, doesn't look as bad. Bro, you're 6'10".
Who jumps
and you actually have bounce.
Yes.
That's bad.
Yeah, he fucked you up. Yeah.
Like when Ja tried to dunk on AD.
That's crazy.
That's bad.
Yeah.
Like, okay. Like, getting dunked on is pretty, like, it might hurt you a little bit. But if Ja Morant, Dame, Ant get dunked on by Wemby, we don't care. We see it on
IG.
Really getting dunked on. We don't care. But if one of them dunk on Wemby, oh my God.
Yeah, that's like when Derek Lively like dunked on Gobert, and I was like, whatever.
Yeah.
Like, that's not surprising. That's a good point. Yeah, I think it was also just so. It was so Ant. It was so picture perfect. Also, that point in the game, because I was watching that. I watched it live, and that was. I forget if they were losing. That game was not going that well, and they were. I wish it was at home. I wish he did that at home, because like the crowd was. Even the Jazz crowd though, like, stood up. Like, you can watch and they're like they were like, what just happened? But like, oh man, that was at Target Center. They would have put a statue outside, right?
Have you seen Ant play in person?
Yes, 2 or 3 times.
I went to see him play. I've seen him like twice, but I went to see him this year when they played Milwaukee. And it just seems like no matter who they play, like, you know, there's a lot of people who, we're playing Charlotte. I'm gonna take it tonight. Y'all go ahead. Jaden, you go get a career high tonight. Ant don't care if they playing the 96 Bulls. Yeah. He think he the best player in the court, and you can just see it. Like, bro, give me the ball. I got it. Like,
I think it's that 22-year-old, or what is it, 22? Yeah, that mentality where, first of all, he has a ton of energy, so he's like, I don't need to take any time off. But it's also so important because he's gonna get so much better. Because like, if you take days off, take nights off, which is easy to do, like, you're not gonna get better as quick, you know. And he's just so locked in. And that's another reason why, if he complains to the refs, I don't really have a problem with it. If he shoots 35%, I don't really care, because I know the effort is there.
Yep.
Like, if Luka shoots 35% in a game, you're fucked. Because it's not doing anything else.
That's how I feel about when everybody was mad at Russ for averaging a triple-double. They're like, he's taking rebounds from his centers.
Bro.
I'm like, no, he just outworking all 9 other players. How am I mad at a player for giving us a triple-double or averaging a triple-double the way he's doing it? It's not like he's going for a rebound and Steven Adams is next. So he's like, move!
Yeah.
And then Adams is like,
no. He's
just literally coming down there like, oh, I don't care. It's on my team. And I think in his head, he was like, if I get the rebound, we can push faster. Instead of Adams getting the ball, looking for me, and now their defense is set up.
I think that's just
Russ just couldn't shoot.
Yeah,
if Russ could shoot, he would easily be one of the, like, I already think he's one of the best guards, but he would be, like, no question, one of the best guards ever. Because his effort was just, like, always on 100. I also think he should have slowed down. Like, you were going 100 all the time. Just drop it down to 90 real quick and then pick it back up. He just never learned how to drop that much.
Which, like, that's just him. And, like, I think he's lucky in a way. Like you couldn't really do like if you dropped like prime Russ in the league right now, can't really shoot. I guess he'd just be like Ja Morant.
No, yeah, he would be.
So he would be fine. I mean,
I think they're probably like the same height. Maybe Russ is an inch or two taller.
Yeah, I mean, Morant he can kind of shoot. Not really. Like they're the same.
Ja.
Yeah. I mean, like,
I would be more comfortable with Ja Morant taking a game-winning three than Russ. Well, actually, Russ did it, but I also feel like I say this all the time, like when James Harden was dribble for 22 seconds and then kick it at Eric Gordon with 2 seconds left. It's no pressure because it's like if I miss, bro, he threw it to me with no time on the clock. Yeah. But if Russ, like when he thinks, that's when I think it gets to like when he played with the Lakers, he just thought too much. Like he didn't want the crowd to boo him. Playing with LeBron is a lot of pressure.
Yeah,
then you got a Laker jersey on. Yes,
there's so much going on. I forgot he even did that. Like, didn't he come off the bench, or was that
for a little bit? Yeah. For Austin Reeves.
That was but honestly, like, I'm not even mad at that. Reeves was, and that was probably one of the years he was absolutely cooking before he got that second contract because he was nasty.
You know, everybody they play hard that contract year, and then that first year they get the contract, they just kind of like
he kind of fell off a little bit.
This is cool. I made it to the NBA, and then like the last 2 years of that contract, you'd be like, this is who we thought we were getting the first 2 years, and here goes some more money, so you can start playing like a bum again. Except like superstars like Tatum, Brown. And like when they get their money, they just gonna keep hooping. But like role players, they get that paycheck.
I don't even blame them, man. I feel like Austin Reeves, like a guy like him, like if you went back in time and told like a high school Austin Reeves that he's gonna get like a $70 million contract
and be playing with
LeBron
and AD,
yeah,
you're a liar.
Like he would be like, I'll take a third of that. I'll take a quarter of that. You tell me I'm in the NBA, like
Austin Reeves got his own shoe. He winning.
Yeah, but what brand is it? Because I like
it's overseas, but I see people with it. I see people with it.
Oh, you want to hear something crazy? So the entire Denver starting lineup, none of them wear Nike or Adidas.
KCP does.
No, bro, he wears the fucking whatever Jokic wears, that brand 3-6.
I thought he was wearing Kobe's.
No.
Oh wow.
Okay. This was the start of this. I don't know what he switched into, but start of the series, and otherwise they New Balance.
Because you might be right. Because at one point he was wearing
Puma.
Joker was wearing Nike, so that's probably when he was wearing Kobe. So when he switched, he probably did. KCP did.
So Aaron Gordon, Jokic, and KCP all wear that brand.
And then Murray's with New Balance.
And then
what's his name is with Puma?
Yes,
Michael Porter.
And I was like, that's crazy. Like, think of the best, arguably the best team in the NBA.
We won't be walking into the store seeing y'all shoe.
No. Well,
Murray might have a chance because New Balance is kind of fire.
Kinda.
Them walking shoes, fire. Some of the models is old.
No, I mean, I almost wore mine here. I think like they do some pretty cool collabs and stuff, but
yeah,
I don't know. I feel like they're kind of like reminding me like of I don't know if it's a fad, but New Balance does kind of have that like maybe come and go. Like it might come and go. I don't know. I don't know.
Remind me of like when nobody was wearing Champion, and then Travis Scott wore it to a concert, and then we walked into Foot Locker one day and we opened up boxes with Champion shirts in it.
That was the weirdest.
Random?
Yes. Remember that? I literally remember that. I was like, why? Is this a mistake?
I think me, you, and Rob opened that day and we were looking like Champion shirt. Then he was like, yeah, we got posters and stuff too. We got to go make a Champion section.
That was the beginning of the end for Foot Locker. That, and then like, remember did you work there when the Tims and then the Uggs and then the remember that? Like we had like Champion Uggs or Champion Tims. Like I was like, okay, can we just like have like some like Kobe's here, please?
They were doing way too much for the longest, bro. Yeah. I just didn't have it in me, man. It was time for me to go anywhere. I had been there for like 2-3 years. I was like,
same.
Like
the pay sucks too.
Foot Locker is cool because of the discount. But when you get older and you got real bills, like living with your parents. Cool, but like having a kid and
like when you got to pay for stuff, like also
you trying to fill up your refrigerator.
Yeah, Yeah, no, it was
Put
fun
gas
when
in
I
the
like
car.
all I had to worry about was like eating out or like food money.
Foot Locker in high school was fire because
Yeah. Oh yeah, everybody. You're like,
the girls was like, "You work at Foot Locker?"
Yes.
Yeah, I work at Foot Locker. Come see me at work.
Yeah,
Like that was cool. But
like,
in your late 20s, early 20s,
like,
hey bro, you know what?
Because then you're like checking out families and you're like putting kids like little kids shoes on. I'm like, what am I doing? You know, I don't even like this. Like, no, I don't want to do this anymore. But
hey, you know what? This is honestly what made me quit. Not the BS that happened. The lady walks in and she sees my tattoo. I don't know if you were there, but the lady, I was helping her son, and the little boy was like, "Mom, his tattoo doesn't have a face on it," and she was like, "Devil worshiper."
Jesus.
And she took her son out the store, and then I was like, you know,
what?
This might not be for me. And
then
like,
I don't.
2 weeks later, Rob was like, just to let y'all know, this is gonna be my last week here. We were like, wait, what? And then Nate came, and it was cool with Nate. And then the incident happened, and I was getting my hair retwisted. I was like, yeah, thanks for the opportunity, dog. I'm gone.
I think it's like at that point you spend a couple of years. You're like, yeah, I'm probably good. You kind of wear out your welcome. I mean, I left a couple months later. I feel like so.
Yeah, it was a bunch of.
You get too old for it. And
then you gotta think the people we were working with, besides like is Summer closer to how old is Summer? Like the same age as you, a little younger. So like after Summer, everybody else that we were working with was either in high school or just didn't know nothing about shoes, and we were just like, bro, I'm not working with 4 people. Like I worked one shift where it was just me and 3 people who didn't know nothing about shoes.
Yeah, and you're like,
so they would come in there like if the AEs were there, they would be like, hey, do y'all have the AEs? And they'd be like,
go be
what are the AEs? Yeah. And I'm like, bro, y'all don't know what the AEs are? Like they didn't know nothing, and then I was just kind of like, I'm over it.
Yeah.
So if I had a shift for like you, Summer, and Nate, we were straight.
Oh yeah,
or whoever. But when it was 3 randoms, I'm like, yeah, it's time for me to get up out of here.
Yeah, retail was.
I'll never go back.
No, I went to another retail job after that, but I feel like I've done my time, so it's hard to go back. But also though, like retail now, I can basically talk to anybody because like you were forced to literally talk to new people every day, especially
and bullshit. Especially if you're based off commission.
Oh, you gotta
get your money.
Yes.
Yeah. Then like more stuff they buy, the more like when they come in there with the AEs, here go the AE shirt. Hey, he also got some shoes.
The upselling.
What about y'all want some socks? We got some socks that go perfect with
I always felt terrible saying that too.
It'd be normal Nike or Adidas socks. Yeah. I got some socks that go perfect with these, and they're just white Adidas socks.
Bro, the upsell of the shirt was crazy. I'm like, I can't believe I'm getting people to buy a shirt with their shoes. Like I've never done that.
I think the easiest part was when they came in as a family, and they were like, me and my family want the phone posits. And we'd be like,
with the releases, it was easy. Yeah.
Here go the shirt to go with it, and they'd be like, y'all want a shirt? Then they come up there and it'd be like $320, and I'd be like,
yeah, like let me just look this up.
Hurry up. They would swipe the card like, it was $320. I'd be like,
oh, did you not know? Oh, okay.
It was on the screen. They'd be like, it's cool, I guess. Because everybody wants to sit there and return it and be embarrassed trying to return it and stuff.
No.
Oh, I guess it's cool.
Bro, the phones. I remember phone sales because it was like finding gold. If someone wanted a pair of phones, you're like, that's $180 right now.
Because Ross never sell nothing because he didn't have commission. So he would always go on the mic like first person with 11 for the phone posits. You just seen people running through the store.
And you could take like an hour off because that was just enough commission for like a full hour. Like,
I'm cool. Because then like you said, you can here go to phones, and then I'd be like, I got a shirt to go with these. Are you wearing these for an event? Oh, okay. Are you just wearing these for? We got some shorts that go perfect with these. They'd be like, let me see the shorts. As soon as they say, let me see the shorts, they might not buy the ones you want, but they gonna leave with something.
It's funny too because they weren't even actually like shirts that went with the phones. Nope. They were just other shirts we had.
Nike shirts that was purple.
Yeah, like maybe metallic.
Or a black shirt with a purple Nike sign. They thought that went with it. I used to lie. Tax season, back to school, and Black Friday. Oh my God!
Tax season might have been the best, man.
I couldn't wait for something to come out. I wanted the shoe to come out just so I could do it.
No, tax season was crazy. I never realized how many people buy shoes with their tax returns until we worked at Foot Locker. Like back to school was crazy too.
Back to school was crazy because they were coming in there getting like 3 pair of shoes.
But I hate kids.
Mission was crazy.
Like, dealing with kids and kids' sizes and like, God, you never know what size they are, and like I'm not trying to put like I'm not putting your kids' shoes on them. You can do that. That's weird. I'm not touching your kid.
I was great for coming over there and walking away. And then I'll double back later, like, how do they fit? Do y'all want to go with these, or do you need help with anything? I'm not grabbing his ankle.
You're like, no.
Because I ain't got time for him to be screaming and people think I'm hurting this little boy or little girl. I'm cool. I ain't got it.
I'm not going to catch your kids touching your kid, okay? I wasn't putting anybody's, like, even I don't know. It felt weird to even untie people's shoes. Like, I don't like that as, like, a consumer. Like, give me the box, and I will open this, and I will, unlace the shoes how I want it. But not everybody's like that. But, yeah, I remember, like, a couple times, like, I would forget to do that when I give them to customers, and they'd be like, oh, you're not going to loosen these shoes up for me? I'm like, I mean, sure, but feels weird. Like, I'm, like... Please buy my shoes.
It's like what it is, but I'm not. I don't want to touch you.
Yes. Also, feet, bro. I work at Velaga. That doesn't mean I like feet.
Facts.
Fuck no.
But a little bit more time with your brand. How did you start your brand? How did you come up with the name? Where did it come about?
So I had a brand before when I was in college. My brother and I was like, damn, like we walk into PacSun and these shirts are like $40, but they kind of suck, I bet we could make our own clothes for less and we'd probably like them more, And that is true. You can do that. It's just a little bit more work. But started out with like a pretty crappy brand and like a year or two into that rebranded to Fieldwork. I had just made a design for that other brand that just had the words field and work on it. And I was like, damn, that kind of works. Like, we want to be like Midwestern streetwear, and Fieldwork is just ambiguous enough where it's like what is that? But I think it makes sense. It kind of like has a like work vibe to it, workwear. So we rebranded when we had like 600 Instagram followers, and I swear they were all pissed. They were like, why are you getting rid of your old brand? Blah blah. I'm like, just trust me.
It's gonna be better.
Yeah, I'm like, and it is so much better. It is incredibly like miles better than our old brand. It's just way stronger of an identity, and sometimes it's just this is how you do it. You test things out, and once you figure out something you like, you're like, all right, I'm gonna run with it. But now that was like 4 years ago. It was just me and my brother started out with like $150 each, $300, and now we're a 6-figure brand. And
so did you start off with just shirts, and then you like I know that you have pants and hoodies and stuff now? You always be like, did y'all hit the gate running with all different pieces?
No. Like honestly, we were the number one thing that was like the key to our success was just kind of being aware of like what people like. What's the easiest thing to sell? T-shirts. The easiest thing to sell. Probably next like hoodies, hats though, really easy to sell because there's no sizes. So those are like the 3 big things: hoodies, hats, tees. Now we have shorts and stuff. Like I'm wearing some of our shorts. Mm-hmm. Like I wear these to hoop. I wear them to work out. Otherwise, I pretty much wear my own stuff every day. And that was kind of the goal, like just making something that I would want to wear every day. Because I used to make stuff I'm like, damn, I don't even want to wear this. And that's bad. Took a while to get there. But
I never like you walking somewhere and somebody run up to you like, hey, buy my shirt. I'm like, what you got on? Oh, this is Gucci.
Yeah,
exactly. You're gonna ask me to buy your stuff, but you're not wearing your stuff. I'm cool.
Yep. It just, no, I want to be able to, like, that was the whole point in the beginning was like, I want to make clothes for me that hopefully other people like. So now we have, let's see, we do like tote bags, accessories like that, like keychains, hats, beanies, trucker hats, baseball hats. Let's see what else we got right now. Bunch of pairs of shorts, mesh, cotton, bunch of t-shirts. Thermals were really popular last year, like long sleeve thermals, and then just a ton of hoodies. And then every once in a while we'll do like reclaimed vintage stuff, so like Carhartt jackets.
Okay.
Carhartt jeans. We did some denim. I did like a Levi's. We like custom washed and distressed and embroidered Levi's. All by hand. So I did it by hand, which is actually so much work. And it was kind of funny because we didn't sell a lot of them, the jeans, because they were like $170. Like they took a lot of effort. Thank God though, because if we would have sold a lot of them, I would have been still distressing them right now. Like and I was like, probably worked out that we didn't sell like a ton of them.
You don't have to say the prices for any of your items, but how do you come up with the price, like the price point that you sell them for? Is it the work that you put in? Because I know you're doing it yourself. You don't have like a big warehouse to send it to and somebody else does it. So how do you come up with the price point?
Well, so this is how we do it. We get all our stuff. We use LA Apparel blanks. So it's made in the USA. It's made in California. The blanks get shipped here, just like blank sweatshirts.
Yep.
So we have to buy those. And then we still get everything locally screen printed, which is more expensive, but the quality is way better, and I can kind of be involved in the process.
Yep.
So that all factors in. Shipping is expensive to get the stuff here. It's like one of our biggest costs, but that all factors in. So, I mean, we usually 50% margins are better. So like if a hoodie, like this one, probably it's a front back design, one color. The hoodie itself probably costs 40-ish bucks, and then plus the print, like another 10, so 50, but then you got to count for like packaging and miscellaneous bills. I would just say 50 bucks. 50 to 53. So we sell them for 105. And I'm like pretty transparent about that. However, that is a good margin for this product, but to sell this, we probably spend another percentage on like ads, which is like, let's say you have to spend $10. It's like every $10 you spend, you reach, a certain amount of people, you get one sale. Well, then that $10 comes out of your margin. It's a whole thing you got to balance. Yeah. But after like a couple of years, we've kind of started to dial that in. But we've never held inventory until this year, so we've only done pre-orders until this year.
Okay.
So that is like the number one thing for brands that are starting out. Probably don't buy a bunch of inventory because it can really screw you up. Like
mess around and be sitting on stuff.
You do not want that.
Yep.
Like unless you're confident in your audience. Like now we have like 12,000 followers and pretty dedicated audience, and we're running ads all the time. So it's like, yeah, we can hold inventory, but it's scary. Even now, it's like, damn, like
somebody come get this last hoodie.
Exactly. Like we're gonna have, like it always happens. You can never sell 100% of your inventory unless you.
I can see where that could be. Like you might get 10 mediums, 10 smalls, 10 larges. Well, you got 12 people who want a large.
Exactly.
8 people who want the medium, 4 people. And now you're sitting there with 7 sweaters every month or every week. You're like, I have one brown small left, and everybody's like, I got the black one. I don't need the brown one yet.
So real. And that is why I hate that. So like that's why made to order is good. If people are willing to wait like a week or two to make stuff, that's the way to go. But it's not super sustainable if you want to grow, because you just want stuff that if someone just happens to come across your page, you want to have something available for them to buy. So we're doing a little bit of both right now. We're doing a little bit of made to order, a little bit of in stock. It's mostly in stock inventory. So, but yeah, we are headquartered in North Loop. We have a little office / showroom.
And do you guys what's the word? Do you guys DM to order? Is it a website? Like
it's all automated now. So we have a website, Shopify.
Oh, okay.
So if you go on our website's basically just like a glorified checkout. Because like that, we just need a place to check out. But Shopify is amazing. They automate everything, shipping, confirmation emails. Like they capture data on our customers for us. Like we couldn't run the business without them. So yeah, our website is, we run everything through there. We do email marketing too.
The website if they want to go buy.
Yeah, www.fieldwork.gallery. And the reason it's .gallery is because fieldwork.com was like way too expensive, and our full government legal name is Fieldwork Gallery. So I was like, okay, we'll do www.fieldwork.gallery. It's kind of different, kind of cool, and then I've just never changed it since then. So, but if you Google like Fieldwork clothing brand, it'll pop up.
Okay.
So, but yeah, it's a good time. I still do. I do the graphic design and the photography, and then like any design stuff. Otherwise, I hire people out to do like our ads. I have an accountant, email guy, screen printer, and then I have 2 employees that do all the order packing and fulfillment. So every year, just kind of adding more pieces, and now I do it full time, and it's a ton of work, and it's
but at least it's something
fun. But
Like I hate working for people, being told what to do. So that you're on your own schedule. So.
Oh yeah, no, it's good and bad. Like it's really easy to get stressed out. Like there were times where I was like, damn, I got to pay off this massive credit card bill in a month, and I remember like paying the last portion of it off the day it was due, and being like, holy shit, like I was close. Oh my god, the stress. Like everything always works out, but it's there's pros and cons because at the same time, yeah, I set my own schedule, and I'm not a morning person, so I work from like 10 to 6, 10 to 7, whatever. And if I don't want to work on a Tuesday, I just don't, and then I'll come in on a Saturday or a Sunday instead. You know, so I definitely work a lot more now than I used to. Like I used to have a 9 to 5 at an agency, a marketing agency. I work more and get paid less, so that's fun. But hey, you know, you take these risks. So just trying to build.
Sooner or later, you'll wake up and go, it was worth it.
Yes, that's the goal.
I'm going back to sleep.
That's the goal. So like. Oh man, I didn't get a call from my boss today. Like this is still worth it, you know, because I don't have a boss. But it is weird too to have employees. Like I had to hire people, interview people, and now they call me their boss. And I'm like, don't call me that.
Just call me by my name.
Yeah, like I'm like, no, don't do that. It's weird. Like we're just homies.
I can see that.
But
it's awkward.
Yeah, no, they're great
too much
though.
Pressure to be the boss.
Yeah. I'm like, hey, like I'm not asking you to do too much here. Like you're just packing orders for me. Like I joke, I'm like, grab a beer, I don't care, just get your stuff done.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's a good time. That's kind of the rundown. We're doing this thing right now, actually, from Memorial Day to 4th of July. Every other weekend, we have like a digital flea market.
Okay.
So we're doing releases every 2 weeks with like just like cool tees and shorts and summer stuff. Just a kind of a way to keep people engaged and keep hype going, kind of in the quiet time of year, you know. So yeah, the fourth quarter is always when we do all our sales, basically, and that's what is that? October, November, December.
Okay.
So yeah. So right now it's just kind of just chilling, and then we'll do probably. Well, last year we did like 60% of our sales in the final 3 months of the year. So, yeah, it's crazy. Anyway, yeah, it's a good time. Yeah, it's kind of all I got, though. It was a good rundown there. But I could definitely talk about it for hours, but it gets a little nitty-gritty and boring.
So I'm going to just... If the answer is no, it's okay.
Okay.
But I know these aren't all your shoes.
These are all mine.
I know these are all yours, but I'm saying this isn't the only shoes you have in your collection. And I know your collection has gotten smaller because you said you started selling stuff.
Yep.
But since, we might want to see your pieces or come see the studio, and you up for a part 2?
Should have brought you some stuff. Absolutely. We could do it at the studio.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. We'll come to the studio, see the part 2, and see some of the clothes. And
yeah, that'd be cool. That would be cool because we have a lot of like cool archive pieces that... Stuff like if it doesn't sell, like we have a random large, I take it off the website and I'm like, all right, archive, because well, what's the point of just keeping this on the site?
Okay.
So that could be cool. There's some other creatives that we share the space with, our office space, so they're cool. A lot of sports. There's a huge. Well, you have to just come and see, but there's a guy that I work with that does a ton of like sports card trading. He's super into sneakers too, jersey collections, stuff like that.
Cool.
But yeah, no, absolutely down for that.
Cool. Well, before we let you go, the series isn't over yet. By the time this drops, it will be over. I know you're a Timberwolves fan.
Yes.
So unbiasedly, and I know you don't really care for Luka, but unbiasedly, because you don't like Boston either.
Yep.
Who wins the series?
Boston in 5. It's over.
I can't wait for Luka to go home. I'm
surprised they won one.
Crying last year,
they're not going to shoot. Hey, we'll see if I eat my words, but they're not going to shoot 30% again 2 games in a row.
There's no way.
They're going to lock in, and Tatum and Brown are going to be like, nah. So
I don't have time for this. Go ahead and get my summer going. I know Tatum's ready to get the summer going. He got the Olympics coming up, so for sure.
We'll see Luka again for the Olympics.
Yeah, but his team, I don't think is that good, is it?
Hey, that's what I said about the Mavs, and they're in the fucking finals.
Yeah, you're right. Because honestly, I think Canada and USA is going to be the two top teams because like Spain isn't as strong as they used to be, and our Olympic team they just went and got the gods like the God squad.
Yep, they're like,
let's just see y'all who like this is the last time we go see KD and Steph and Bron play together because the All-Star game don't really count. They don't play for real.
No.
This is the last time we get to see them, and this is going to be crazy to just imagine what LeBron passing the ball to KD and Steph would look like Golden State.
And
oh my God.
Yeah.
And that's another thing. Who do you think is going to be our starters? Because I know those three will start. And then it's like, is Ant going to start? Is AD going to start? Is Joel Embiid going to start? Tatum?
Okay, Embiid being on the U.S. team is hilarious. Weird. Like, yeah. I think I'm biased. Ant should start.
At the two.
That's insane.
I think it should be Steph, like, Ant, Bron, KD, AD.
I was going to say AD.
Yeah.
Because
I like Embiid, but he's like, he always hurt anyway. I think him and Kawhi should sit out. Like I know Embiid wants to play because of he doesn't have an Olympic. Cool. So if he can play, okay. But Kawhi, bro, the Clippers is probably looking at him like, why are you playing? You don't even play for us.
Honestly, that'd be a great excuse too if they're having issues. Like Team USA could be like, hey, like Joel, like you're a little hurt. We're gonna just kind of keep you on the bench, like.
And we'll put you in when we need you. If we run.
Yeah. Like take a load off with Ant. He's ready to go, and also like. Booker, the conversation like Ant or Booker, I think we put that to bed now because like clearly
is Anthony Edwards the best shooting guard in the league?
Yeah, yeah. Because I was looking at the top five. I'm like, let's see, we got Luka, Jokic. Yeah, I mean,
they say Luka's a point.
Yeah. Now, the players that are better than him are not a shooting.
It's like the twos are like Booker.
Yeah, no.
And I don't know who would be the two for the Clippers.
No, there's not one.
Maybe?
Yeah, but
James Harden's the one, Kawhi's the three.
All the other guards are center. Like honestly, there's not like Booker's probably the only other.
Donovan Mitchell, but I think Ant is better.
Donovan Mitchell's point guard, right?
No, Darius Garland's their point guard.
That's kind of whack. Whatever. Ant's easily better than Mitchell. So easily he's better. So
offensively, it can interchange. But I think what separates him is the defense.
Yes.
Anthony Edwards, his defense is just ridiculous.
Yes, because he actually tries.
Yeah, for sure. But
cool.
Appreciate you for coming on.
Absolutely.
Can't wait to do part 2.
Let's do it.
And see the pieces. Until then, y'all know what's next. Peace.